season 3 finale of Blue Mountain State was the toughest, most ambitious episode we've ever done. Called The Cornfield, based on Field of Dreams. It's an idea that we had in season 1 and couldn't figure out a way to pull off. And then season 3, we went into that season saying we're gonna figure this out. It ended up being the hardest thing we've ever done, but I think one of the coolest episodes we ever pulled off. We had heard that Spike wanted to do a college football comedy. We went in and we pitched them our version of a college football comedy, which was basically Animal House set in Division I college football. But we were sort of at a point in our careers when we stopped caring. We had worked so hard on so many pitches and tried to sell so many things. We went into this pitch being like, this is never gonna fucking happen. Let's just pitch what we'd be happy pitching. And
yeah, I remember walking out of the pitch going, well, I don't think we sold that.
Yeah.
If they buy that, that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 7:10. 10 minutes late to my pickup. I am going to set right now to get hair and makeup done on this beautiful face of mine. And I'm going to shoot the rest of the finale today, the Cornfield episode.
We wrote the part for Romansky.
I mean, going into it, Eric and I both said we just want who was ever the best for the show.
We tested Romansky against, was it one other person or two other people? Two other guys. Everyone was unanimous in the room.
So what's the word of the day?
Well, this is not too bad.
Shit. Alan by far was the best.
He was the easiest one to cast.
Yeah.
That was
right
the role
away
that we were the most worried about because it could have gone very wrong. But he walked in and the second he read, we were like, this is the guy, 100%. Part of the reason we cast Alan was that he looked like a douchebag. And Thad's supposed to be a douchebag. He sort of had all of those qualities of that 1980s villain that we wanted.
And we got a bonus because he was bi as well. So it was like a bonus.
That was nice.
So I'm curious to know, before we start the interview, the nature of everyone else's interview. Because if everyone was nice to me, I'm going to look like an asshole.
My name's Alan Richardson. I play Thad Castle.
All right, done.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Hey, Darren, mind doing an interview? No. Hey. Just a quick couple words.
Alex was really hard because he's the lead of the show. We actually had Darren come in a few times to audition just to make sure that he was the right guy.
Because he was a tough character to cast, only because a lot of the people that we did audition came off as really douchey. It was a tough line to walk.
When we went up to Montreal, it was sort of, again, we were like, well, what do we have? What is the chemistry between all these characters and stuff? He was the one that we had the most questions about, and he was the one that we thought shone the brightest in that pilot.
Testing.
Oh, okay.
Testing.
Okay.
Testing.
I'm getting wood.
Testing,
I'm getting wood. Okay. Okay. That's not what you do.
And Joe Pat, je peux te voler aussi Romansky, je vais te le renvoyer après, Minou à la place. Je viens juste de
I
lui
would
dire.
have little ones on
Y'a
both
pas de problème.
arms.
You'll have time.
I could never have contacts. I can't stay this stuff in my eyes. I could never have contacts. I was just thinking that.
What do you think I feel? You're like a piece of meat. You always put me in my underwear. You're making me make out with women all day.
You have the toughest job.
I know it sounds stupid, but
It's hard.
it's hard. It makes you a little insecure.
It's gonna be a fun day today. It's not even 8 yet. This is where you played yourself. This is where you saw yourself like 5 years ago. Go on, Andy. No makeup.
No.
And you're fucking underwear.
I did not see myself here. No, I didn't. No, I saw myself living at home looking like this. How much time, man?
And Romansky's honestly the craziest guy I've ever met.
Romansky touches us a lot, inappropriately.
I've seen his penis more than my own in the past 3 seasons. I've honestly seen his penis more than my own.
A lot of his penis and a lot of his poops.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen a few poops.
The way we work is we'll divide up an outline and each go off separately and write our own stuff and then email our stuff back to each other, and we end up with what we call a Frankenstein script. We can't write in the same room.
I need to have like a TV on and people talking to me.
I think we tried it once and we got a quarter of a page written and hated each other.
Yeah, we're like, this is retarded.
We got a lot of our ideas just from taking stuff that really happened to us or to people that we knew and embellishing it a bit and sort of running with it. The pilot that we pitched, the 2 big set pieces were Alex waking up after a one-night stand with a bed soaking wet and not knowing who wet the bed, which we have 2 friends that happened to.
Jerking off at the end of the bed.
That did happen with him.
And just to be clear, I was the one jerking off. I don't want people watching this going, was he fucking a girl or is he jerking off to a guy fucking a girl?
He was jerking off to his friend. Fucking
Yep.
Yes. First one done.
I'm Alex Winter. I'm directing Block 6, which is the double episode season finale of season 3. I'm into shooting this show because it's a funny show. It's extremely well written. I love the acting, and I love doing comedy and action, and this is like a rare opportunity to do both. I don't often get a chance to mix comedy and that kind of fight choreography, and it's going to be cool.
Let's talk about this vision, Dad. What do you really expect to happen with this field?
We're going to play for the national title.
Bullshit.
Don't tell me you wouldn't kill to have a shot at those assholes, Miranda. Deep down, I know you can't bear the thought of living the rest of your life wondering about what might have been. They've been shooting their mouths off for weeks now about how they wish they could have played the real BMS. They said anytime, anywhere. Well, we have a place now. It's on a farm, and we have a time. Tomorrow. Sun up.
Blackwell's not going to show up to play that game. It doesn't matter.
It does matter, and they are going to show up.
This is actually a deceptively well-organized set. It appears loose because everyone is cracking jokes and there's scantily clad chicks everywhere. It's actually not loose as far as the structure of the days are concerned. It's insanely buttoned up. I didn't walk into anything loose at all.
Show running, we didn't really even know what that meant until we actually were in production. And then we're like, oh,
Yeah, we learned
it's
on-
way more intense than I thought.
I don't think we were prepared for that season 1. We were lucky we had Brian Robbins on our side, one of our producing partners on the show, and he really fought hard for us to be the showrunners.
I mean, Eric mostly deals with the stuff in the office and a lot of stuff in post, especially when I'm in a lot of scenes like I was in this block. I just really don't have the time while I'm here to do it. Besides production meetings, I'll basically be on set making sure that we're getting what we want from the scenes. Today we have to give notes on VFX, we have to give notes on music, we have to give notes on opening title sequence. There's always stuff to do.
Well, second season we brought in Chris Brown. He became a big part of the show. And we actually ended up bringing him in to help with production and stuff as a co-EP in season 3.
I've worked on a bunch of shows before this. Most notably, I was a head writer on the original Beavis and Butthead series and the Tom Green show on MTV. Somebody could easily dismiss the show, say, oh, it's just crazy sex and party jokes. But a surprising amount of work goes into breaking it down and diagramming it. The writer's room on Blue Mountain State, it's actually more organized and structured than you would think. And it's actually crazier than you would think. I would say that Romansky sets the tone. He's the ringleader. As a result, I think everybody else sort of raises up their level of outrageousness. And this is the most R-rated show I've been a part of. It's a little fun that we can go further.
Basic cable makes you think a little bit harder for a show like ours anyway. You know, I feel like if we were on HBO and we could do whatever we want, it probably wouldn't have been as fun. Because there was sort of a fun in getting away with what we got away with on basic cable.
This show's really ambitious. We have a lot of locations, a lot of scenes, tons of extras, more characters. So it's a more complicated shoot than anything else I've worked on.
A basic day here is, we usually have a pretty early call. I'll usually come on set half hour early through the day with my AD, map out what we got to do for the day. It's all about trying to create as much creativity and freedom for the actors within the scene as you can. The way to do that is to be crazy organized. So we'll work out exactly what times we need to get done with each one of our shots. Then we bring in the actors, we block out a scene. And then we bring in, stand-ins and we rehearse the scene and bring the actors on and shoot it. And then it's like rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat through your day. Alan, you're really safe to come from anywhere that you feel you want to be. You can either have to come from somewhere else in the party or somewhere in here. You're just going to kind of rush. We're going to be on him kind of here. It feels like you may want to duck in, exactly. So you can just come right on up to him. You guys hug, you have dialogue. And then,
so you want it like this?
Yeah, it can play any way that it falls naturally. I'd rather not have it be like that. I'd rather, it'll probably be in here and then like that. We had 2 days to shoot all the stuff on the set. We have so much work to do exterior on this particular block. It was kind of like hell bent for leather to get through all the scenes in the script that took place in the goat house or anywhere that was a standing set, which was it's really, really challenging to get that done. So you end up falling behind, and then you got to grab the time somewhere else, and you want to stay on schedule. And that's really a director's job on anything, is like that, juggling the practicality with the flux of creativity, which has to be there.
What made me want to join the cast of the show, I think it is very funny. It reminds me of American Pie mixed with an 80s coming-of-age movie. I think that the show definitely pushes the envelope, and I think that's fun. I think a lot of the guys on the show say and do things that maybe you sometimes think, but you can't get away with it. And it just seemed, you know, good, funny, silly, juvenile humor.
Fucking get out of the fucking chair.
Get out. I'm staying in the fucking chair. Stay in the fucking chair. You stay in that fucking chair. Hey, you stay in that fucking chair, you piece of shit. I know. What are you calling me a piece of shit?
Anyone else touch dicks? Anyone else want to touch dicks right about now? Since you got boxers on?
Okay. Where did you? Who let you?
Okay, the first conversation he had coming into the studio was,
Guys, I just woke up from a nap. I took a 15-minute nap. Want to know a funny story? I had a Woody.
That's true.
and then he walks in and says,
Hey guys, we're all.
Well, show him what you had a Woody and show him the underwear.
Well, that's what I said. I'm like, I took a nap in my trailer, and I woke up, and the first thought I had was, I hope I don't get called to set, because I have wood right now. I have morning wood, and it's gonna take like a while to get it off.
to get it off,
So I beat
to
it.
get it off, or for it to go away.
Semantics, bro. Whatever you want to say. It's not here anymore. So I got rid of it, and I used Alan's script to clean it up.
My favorite part of working on set, I think, is just hanging out with the people that I work with.
Like, I'd be done with my day and just hang out on set, just outside the trailers, because I just love everyone.
I think about if I had to work at an office job or whatever, you know, not that there's anything wrong with that, but, you know, I mean, how much fun can you really have in that kind of setting? You know, here you come in and it's like playtime every day. You got people punching each other and, you know, playing slaps and goofing off, and on top of that, you're surrounded by some of the funniest people in the world.
Oh, you want to battle? You want to battle?
Yeah.
Because I'll whip him off like a rattle. I'm going to shake it up. I'm going to bake you up. I'm going to put you in the oven like a fucking chicken truck. Chicken truck. What the fuck? I almost had it.
It started out half decent.
No, it did not. Don't go. You got so
rattlesnake
scared. You got so scared. He can't get past
Chicken
line
truck?
3.
Chicken truck. Hang on. What is a chicken truck?
Fucking chicken driving a truck.
Oh yeah. Why is he in an oven?
You put that in an oven? Because he's gonna cook himself.
Dan, we're just quick interview.
What? No, I can't. Sorry. They're calling me. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, bro.
Next time?
Good luck.
Next time?
Good luck with that.
Thanks.
Yeah, good seeing you.
It's just so outrageously, absurdly funny. It's very different than anything I've done in my career. I feel like I'm part of another generation, and I've been thrown into a time warp. I've been having to deal with this craziness with all these young guys, and their sense of humor and this brand of comedy is very different than what I did in the 80s with Laverne and Shirley.
So what does that make us?
It's getting better too. I mean, it's getting. I think it's getting funnier. It's changing and evolving. I think they're finding the characters, and it's some really clever, funny stuff, which I like.
What sets BMS apart from other shows is the creative freedom that we receive from the top down. I think from the network and the studio to Romansky and Falconer, the creators, there's a freedom that we have to just share ideas. It's a cooperative license that I've never seen on any other project I've worked on.
I think it's a very responsible lamentation on gender politics and on race relations. It's groundbreaking in the sense that there aren't a lot of shows on TV that will ask the tough questions, and BMS is definitely one that'll do it.
In all seriousness, I think its refusal to apologize for anything. It doesn't. A lot of shows push the boundaries, but then end up apologizing for it, and our show kind of pushes the boundaries and then spits in your face.
Something else that sets it apart is the chemistry that we all have on set. Like, we all hang out when we're not shooting.
Most of us do.
Go off to our trailers, you know? It's like we just
whenever people are
continue having fun.
Whenever people are invited
and we cut each other off and like throw in little jokes and just keep talking.
I'm just saying that most like.
Yeah, we also do a lot of
really
jokes
sort of
and practical
loose
jokes and
doing that
sort of system of just joking around.
Not only focused on
it's a fun set. Everyone, yeah, it's good.
I like it.
It's a good mesh.
Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, it is a really fun show to work on, and the
It's
chemistry.
a chemistry thing, is what he's saying.
Honestly?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, you're not naked. You're wearing sandals. Fine. What do you want? What do you want to ask? I think we got it. All right, that's it.
Who's the biggest asshole?
On the show?
No, are we talking about the characters or are we talking about in real life?
People.
Because if I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble if I say who I think it is.
Everyone else answers.
Alan Richardson.
Hands down, Alan Richardson. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Just a douche. Like, yeah, not a good dude. Like,
Fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
That's his trailer right there. I'm gonna go shit in it when we're done.
Who has the biggest asshole? That would probably be Donnie, probably Rob. I mean, that's probably cheap just because he's big. I hear that James has a huge asshole.
There's not one bad seed, which is very unusual.
They were all kind of dicks.
The honest truth is that there aren't any assholes on the show. Whatever your talent level is, there's a lot of people that are just as talented that aren't assholes. We'd rather work with those people.
You hear that, Al Pacino? You're never coming back to this show.
You shoot it at 11 so you get your focus from front to back.
Rehearsing. Here we go, calming down. Guys. Quieting down. All right, playback. Camera and action.
Strippers are here!
Cut it and check it. Very nice. I like the enthusiasm.
For the writing process, it's nice having different directors come in for every block because you can write an episode with a director in mind. Like there's an episode this year called The Peak that even just in the outline form we were like, oh, we want Jay Chandrasekhar to direct this. Like, this is for him. And we were able to write it and know that he was going to do a great job with it.
I have a lot of fond memories of college, and there have always been these sort of half-assed attempts at college shows that they never quite capture the sort of the sex and the drugs and the booze of it all. It's always this sort of really sweet people who aren't allowed to vomit or have sex or do drugs because it's, maybe it's for network TV or it's a PG movie, and it's nice to have this sort of balls out attempt. This show, though, is the purest, sort of pure comedy kind of show. The emotions are that they're played at a certain level only. There's no real crying, there's no real heartbreak. It's sort of like faux drama, which is what we do in Broken Lizard as well. My favorite part of working on the show after the women is just sort of the balls out nature of the comedy. It's pure and it's straight and I love it.
And roll cameras, please.
And action. And more on their faces, B, so it's not quite so detailed on bruises. And you guys can zoom more on A, please, so you can get in. Everyone's looking right in the lens, looking miserable. Been in a big fight.
And hey, camera, feel free to give like weird framing, like way too much headroom or, stuff like that.
Great. That's nice. Yeah, and then into Chris's face. There you go.
Do we have any electricians that are not?
And let's cut, please.
In my opinion, continuity, in all fairness, is less of a concern because the studio will tell you, and they're right, shoot through it, because you do. You just shoot through it. You figure it out. Everyone knows how to deal with this. It always works itself out. I was saying to Matthew, there are some issues that will hit in terms of having to maybe tent off, certain close-ups of the actors or whatever that we have to do. If it's like full, I think this is highly unlikely, frankly. But let's say it's full black sky driving rain the entire day, non-stop, that we do the football coverage. Then we will have some continuity stuff to amend with the close-ups of the actors doing their dialogue. But the way that I'm planning on shooting this game, if we can do it, is we spend a whole day just doing football plays. So the game is covered during the course of one day. It's done, baked.
We had to reschedule the field because They're forecasting a lot of rain on Wednesday, which actually happened. It poured all day yesterday. Today and tomorrow are supposed to be okay, and so far they're beautiful. But because of continuity, if we started in the rain, we were going to have to finish in the rain.
The constraints that you have on a normal show get magnified with what we're doing, where you have a bulk of the show is out in a field where you're dealing with Mother Nature, basically. And Montreal has a crazy weather pattern. So it's kind of like invading Berlin, what we're doing next week. It's extremely complicated from a tactical standpoint, and the sands shift every 5 seconds.
Rescheduling stuff didn't end up costing money. The problem is we're having more rain now than we've had most of the summer, and the corn grows in clay, so the roads to get to the cornfield are impassable. So we're gonna have to build a road that leads up to the cornfield. It seems like it's gonna be around an extra $20,000 that we don't have.
Here we go, in 3, 2, 1, action!
Black 14! Black 14!
Hey, Pat. Yep. We're looking from here, so at least whoever's right in this line here. Hey, guys, we're running down. Yeah, can we just over the year? Exactly. Follow over that way.
Alex Winter was awesome.
That's great.
He had the toughest episode in the world. With our budget, which is a good budget for a cable show, but still a cable budget, it's amazing what he did.
Action!
I couldn't believe that we got the stuff that we got.
Every condition you wouldn't want to shoot under, we had to shoot under with the cornfield. It was a long 2 weeks shooting that episode. But we're very happy with how it turned out. I really want to try to replicate the original sounds that we had in there, the David Lynch, like the detuning, you know what I mean? Where we have those big hits, the big drum hits.
Oh, yeah. Is this
the music in this montage be louder?
Yes.
I thought so this time.
Yeah. Raise music throughout. Yeah, basically.
In this.
Raise the music throughout when there's no speaking.
Get back up! You're nothing without me! You're nothing! Without my system, you're nothing but a what, huh? A half-blind orangutan. Yeah, they told me what you said. Get on the sled!
That wasn't me.
Who the fuck is that?
And he's posing like Top Gun. I love it. Hey, come on, guys! We gotta play hard! Let's go! Let's go! Are you gonna sell some papes there, Newsy?
Fuck suck. Fuck suck.
Now that you know both Romansky and Eric, how do you feel about them?
Now that I know them, I want to quit, is what it is. No, they're awesome. You know what I mean? They're such cool dudes. I mean, they're, you know, it's crazy to call them my boss, but they are. You know what I mean? But it's like, I'll probably never have a part like this in my career. You know what I mean? Where it's just cheerleaders and women and drinking and just having fun and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't go wrong. I mean, you know, all the guys probably want to be me on the show, but you know what I mean? I'm just the lucky, fortunate guy to get it, so I'm just happy about everything, man. It's great.
We're with Romansky all day, and I think he's the funniest guy I've ever worked with. I think it's just we come to work to have fun, and you know, you look forward to being here every day. There are some shows you work on, you're like, I'm gonna hide out in my trailer as much as I can, but this is different because you want to be together. It's like a family that you just can't, and it's just like nothing else.
Bear grip! Bear grip! Hey, Rob, stop!
Phenomenal.
Shit.
Phenomenal.
Really? Because the cameras are rolling, you're gonna front like they're good bosses?
Yes.
Let's party! Yeah!
They infuse joy onto the set, and they infuse joy throughout their team. Every day they treat everyone with kindness and respect, and everybody feels appreciated, and that's why it's so easy to put your best effort forth. Everybody on this crew feels so lucky to be working on this project. Why? Because they've set the tone. They've really elevated the world of production, in my opinion.
I think my favorite part about working on this show is the ensemble. It is such a fractured business, and usually everything gets diced up and compartmentalized, and there can be a lot of egos. The ensemble on this show is really good, and the BMS, the gang, sort of the core guys, are really great together, both on and off camera. I think that's what makes it special.
I
Joint
dare
and all
you.
the guys
I
and the girls.
dare you.
Literally
I
build
dare
that.
both you
That's gonna
stupid
be cool.
idiots to do it.
I don't have to worry about them falling down.
All right, but our first shot is in the hallway. Yep. Looking this way.
And action! That's it. You should have shot that.
Craziest show ever?
Sex, drugs, booze.
Sexy.
Raunchy, hysterical, fun.
Fun.
Classy.
I should be dead.
Sassy, confident. I don't know, she could be a little raunchy too.
Heart.
Gayest set ever.
I didn't mean the classy part.
Go fuck yourself.
All right.
Class action awesome.
Naked penis fart.
That's the best one.
This is a very, very, very funny show. Something I'm so excited and proud to be a part of.
Thank you for putting up with the insanity that ensues week by week.
You guys are great. I mean, all the fans that have followed us for all these seasons so far.
Huge thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I wish there were more of you guys.
Wish there were more of you to thank.
I wish you guys would have told other people about the show. I feel like a lot of our fans kept this show to themselves, going,
yeah,
I don't want too many people watching this thing.
This is a dream job for me. I mean, I come in and I get to have so much fun and just play. It wouldn't be possible if we didn't have people watching the show. So for those people that enjoy the show, I'm so grateful.
Seriously though, to the fans, it was to have a little show on a network that nobody knows about, and to have people that cared so much about it meant the world.
It really did.
Creatively, we're pretty happy with where it ended.
Yeah.
I think that cornfield episode was great, and it sort of had a feel of a series finale anyway. But we want to thank everybody who's been a part of the show.
Especially the crew.
The crew in Montreal.
The Montreal were amazing, and just the people in Montreal were amazing.
We were very lucky to shoot there.
Really lucky.
I'm very lucky to work with the people we got to work with up there.
Yep.
Good stuff. Yeah. All right.
Are we still shooting?
Nope.
Okay. Fuck these two. Fucking embarrass me doing a fucking movie like this. Fucking ridiculous. And you know what? I'm done with this fucking show. Fucking done with this. Fuck all you guys. Call you
back tomorrow.
WCP.
You know, what's this?
He has nowhere to go.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah. That's awesome.
You know who I can probably trust with a secret? Spike TV.
They wouldn't tell anybody.
Wouldn't tell a soul.